Hi, and welcome back to the series on the basics of the command line. In this video, we'll be going through the first few basic commands that we can start using in the command line. First up, we have ls. We can use ls to have a look around our computer system. ls stands for list, so if I type that in, you can see all of the folders in my home directory. Directory, by the way, is the proper term for a folder. Many commands take arguments. Each command has a full list of its arguments in the man page. So if I were to type man ls in, you can see, along with a brief description, all of the arguments that ls takes. Man, by the way, stands for manual. But I'll ignore all of these now, because, there are quite a lot, and most of them are unnecessary. The main ones are as follows. Firstly, we have lsl. This shows the files and folders in long form. So we can see who owns the files, guessed. We can see the permissions of the files, here. And I think this date is when the file was last modified. And we can also see where the file is on the computer system, in this case desktop. Number 2, we have ls-a. This shows you all the files, including hidden ones. So ls itself doesn't always show you all the files that are there, but simply adding a -a onto the end does. The hidden files, by the way, as we can see here, start with a dot. You can also combine the arguments in one single command. So if I wanted to list all of the files in long form, I could type in ls-al and voila, we have all of the files in long form, including hidden ones. Now on to cd. cd, when talking about the terminal, stands for change directory. You can use cd to change your location. To enter a directory, you just have to type cd followed by the directory name. So if I was going to enter my downloads folder, I can type cd downloads, or I can just type cd dow and press the tab, because tab completion, and press enter. Now I'm in my downloads folder. And remember, I do need to capitalize the D on downloads because terminal is case sensitive. But now that I'm in downloads, how would I go back? Well, we can type cd followed by 2 dots, and now I'm back out. The 2 dot notation refers to the directory above. So if I was in /home/downloads, this isn't a command, by the way, this is just me explaining how it works. If I was in /home/downloads, the dot would refer to the home, because it's the directory above downloads. You might also see a single dot, which would refer to current directory. Also, as a side note, if you have Windows, you'll need to use a double backslash instead of a single /. Another useful command is the move command. As you can hopefully tell, this command allows you to move files from one place to another, and we use mv for it. So let's have a look at my downloads folder. If I navigate to my downloads folder and press ls, we can see that I have a file called file.txt. Now, say that I want to move this file to my desktop folder. How do I go about doing that? So, I would need to type mv followed by the path to where the file is right now, which would be in my downloads file.txt, followed by the future path to my file, which would be and we press enter. Now let's navigate back out and go back into the desktop and press ls, and voila, we have file.txt. You can see it's appeared here too. So remember, for move we type mv followed by the path where the file is in right now, followed by the path to the future file, so where you want the file to be after you've moved it. I would also like to point out that this will work differently for Linux and Windows. I think that in Linux, you simply have to type mv, followed by the file name, and then the path to the future file. You can also rename files using the move command. To do this, you simply type the name of the original file, so mv, original file is file.txt, followed by the renamed file. So say I want to rename it to renamed file.txt. Press enter, and boom, renamed file.txt. Finally, for this video, we have the copy command. For this, we use cp. To copy one file to a certain location, we type cp followed by the path to where the file is right now, then the path to the location where you want to copy the file to. So if I wanted to copy renamed file.txt, which right now is in my desktop, to my downloads folder, I will type cp followed by the path to where renamed file.txt is right now in my desktop, renamed file.txt, followed by where I want to copy renamed file.txt to, which would be in my downloads. Downloads, renamed file.txt, and press enter. And let's navigate back to my downloads just to make sure. Whoops. Let's go back, cd downloads, and let's press ls, and boom, renamed file.txt copied. So, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you learnt something and found it interesting. I'm planning on doing one more video in this series on the basics of the command line. If you like this video, please do, like it and subscribe.